Friday the 5th Jan at Victoria. It's getting closer to being finished and open just before Christmas. This bit wasn't open, they've now opened this bit up, so the new entrance very soon. You can see there are steps down. It's coming. Anyway, sun's out, it's a nice day. I've had my tea, it's Friday. What am I doing today? Oh, that's right, tube maps. Old tube map, not the new one. Fortunately, I know where to go to get the new one. But I had a tip off on Twitter that said that here at Tufnell Park is the place to come. Oh, just missed the left. I could get the steps. Let's do the music thing and I speed it up with the steps. I'm out of breath. But success! Ah, thanks Upper Park. It's like one of London's quietest used tube stations. There's no one here. And I was going to say it feels abandoned, which reminded me there's a sort of a hilarious video on YouTube. Somebody once posted up like I don't want to say fake news, but a fake video of someone going, I'm at an abandoned tube station. And he's quite clearly just walking around Tufnell Park. If you watch the video slowly, you can see it's Tufnell Park. In fact, he did it twice. I'm going to put a link in the description because people in the comments are going, this is amazing, how'd you get to that station, which station is it? And it's just Tufnell Park, which is an open tube station, but it's just quite quiet. I guess in the middle of the day going northbound, nobody's going north from here. But trust me, this is a Friday lunchtime and no one's here. Anyway, I've got to go. I'm comparing, so I've got the old tube map and the new one, and I'm just checking it for comparisons because that's what you do. You see what's changed between the old and the new. But there's one interesting thing up at Archway, which is why I'm heading there now to go and investigate something. So behind me, Archway tube station, and I've got my stopwatch running on my phone for a very specific reason. That being, one of the things that the new tube map shows is now some connectors, a connector blob between Archway and Upper Holloway. Upper Holloway is on the Gospel Ark to Barking Goblin line, which is down here, and it's never appeared as a connection before. It's one of those, I think it's an OSI, an out of station interchange. I'm going to get comments now, aren't I, saying what's an out of station interchange? But it's the first time that TfL have ever put this connection on the tube map. And I'm trying it to see how long it takes to walk. And the interesting thing is like, well, if they put Archway to Upper Holloway on the tube map, which, by the way, you can see now from these overlays on the screen right now, they've had to move where the line is, and so Gospel Oak is now uglier because it has a long connection bar between the two blobs. But why don't they put, say, South Tottenham to Seven Sisters, which is an equally valid connection on the tube map? Now, I think the answer to that is because there's no space. There's physically no space to squeeze it in. If you look at the area of North East London on the tube map, the map is very congested. And this, of course, leads to the bigger question that the tube map, the pocket map as it is now, is it life expired? Harry Beck's brilliant map is just becoming too congested. And with Crossrail coming, as we saw the other day in this video, the day surely is coming where they've got to make the tube map bigger to fit everything in. The other one they also don't show, which is intriguing, something I don't know why they don't show Seven Sisters to South Tottenham. I do know why they don't show. A lot of people always say, what about Camden Town to Camden Road between the Northern Line and the Overground? That is deliberate, because Camden Town Northern Line is already a very busy station and has restricted opening hours. It's just about to get even worse because they're about to start escalator works and close one of the escalators at a time. So the reason they do that is to stop showing as an option, oh, I can get off the Overground at Camden Road and walk to Camden Town, to try and dissuade you from using Camden Town on the Northern Line. Anyway, it's been 2 minutes, I'm still walking down. Upper Holloway is coming next. Okay, there we go. That is just under 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 50 seconds to Upper Holloway station, which, by the way, can you see here? There's a brand new bridge. They're electrifying the whole of the Gospel Oak to Barking line. They've got new trains coming. This recently has been a new bridge which they put in. There's loads of improvement works going along on this branch. First time I've been here since the new bridge has been in. It's so that they could raise the height of the bridge so that they can electrify the line. That's nice to see. But the whole point is that that's definitely longer than walking between Seven Sisters and South Tottenham. Anyway, tiny hitch. I was going to jump on the Overground and I forgot. The Goblin's not actually running. It's closed still for the electrification works, and it's not actually back open until Monday after next weekend, the 15th of January. So I can either go back into Archway, I'll probably get the bus down to the Piccadilly line and head home that way. But amusingly, I just got chatting to the lovely gentleman. It's weird. Upper Holloway looks open. The ticket machine is open. There's a member of staff there, and I got a picture of it. He wouldn't let me take any video. But there's obviously some new signage going in. But there's a Walthamstow Queen's Road sign here, looking as if it's about to be installed, but they wouldn't put that here at Holloway Road. I don't know why that's here. So I'm going to get the bus to the Piccadilly line to home, and then we'll talk maps. I just wanted to acknowledge the haircut, because if I didn't, then you'd all be like, hey Geoff, you've had your haircut. The tube map to talk about straight away. This is my old tube map, the 2017 one. As you may remember from this video,
tick off all the ones you've already been to. Once you've done that, then you've got until the end of the year to fill in the rest of the map.
I set you the challenge to visit as many stations as you could in 2017. I've ticked mine off. These are the ones that I've done. I'll give it a count up and reveal that at the end. In the meantime, I just want to talk about various maps. While we're talking about tube maps, by the way, not only is there the new tube map out, but there's a new white Oyster wallet. You want to get yourself some of those. And there's the new night tube map as well, which I actually don't have one of the new tube maps. Where are they? Quite intriguingly, if you take the new tube map, which, by the way, also is slightly off-white. Can you see that? I think that was one previous off-white tube map, but the background is no longer white. Anyway, the night tube map is ever so slightly thinner. Can you see? Look, it's thinner than the regular tube map. Map-wise, things to talk about, because I've got a list on my screen right here. What map app do you use, Geoff? I get a load of comments from people saying I do shots of me holding my phone and this app, and we had it for all the stations. I've been using it ever since, and there's this map that I use, and people say, what is this map that you use? Well, in paper form, it's this map here. I've spoken about this before. I'm happy to speak about it again. It's the National Rail Timetable Network map. But in paper form, it looks like this. And it's, can you see that? Like that. And it's the best National Rail map that I've ever seen. There are others available, but to me, it's still the best one. And the sad thing is that they no longer produce it. Certainly not in paper format. And the one I've got, the one you see when I have it on my phone, it's not an app, it's just a PDF. So there is a link. Should I do it on screen now? No, it's in the description. I'll give you the link to the PDF of where that map is. So whenever you see me with my phone with that map up, I'm just using iBooks on my iPhone to open that PDF. It's not an app, I'm just reading a PDF. It's the best National Rail map out there ever, and I wish whoever produced it, and I don't know who did produce it. If you produced it, let me know and tell me why you stopped making it, because it's great, and I really wish that you'd carry on making it, because it's the best map of the railways for the whole country as far as I'm concerned. The other question we get asked on screen now is this. This is the Carto Metro map. I used to have it up on the wall behind me. I've now got well, you can't quite see what I've got just there, but there's a reason why. I used to have the Carto Metro map up on my wall. This is designed by a Frenchman called Franklin Jarrier, I think, and he did a very detailed map of the Paris Metro, and everybody went, "This is brilliant. Why don't you produce the same for the London Underground?" And so he did, and it's a very accurate map of. It started off as just the underground tube railways in London, and then he added in bits of National Rail. Again, there's a link in the description. If you don't have that, then get it. And what I did is that I just took the PDF to a printer. So I paid about 50 quid to get like a giant A1 size blown up and stuck on my wall. And for ages it was on my wall, and people would come around and they go, "This is great. Where'd you get this from?" It's the Franklin Jarrier Carto Metro map. It's a PDF. Download it. It's amazing. Sort of not to be outdone though, TfL London Underground have their own similar thing. I think they saw the Franklin Jarrier map, and on screen now is what I call the LU track map. Again, there is a link in the description. It's slightly... well, it's different. It's got some shaded areas. It shows which bits are underground, but it's like the LU version of the Carto Metro map. Oh, there's also this one. Someone that I've never met. I've chatted to him on Twitter. There's a guy called Andrew Godwin. Hello, Andrew, if you're watching this now. And he did what I call the Twin Tubes map. And it's kind of again, it's like a track map, but it's kind of not... well, it's on screen now. You can see it. If you want to download Andrew's map, get that from his website. I think that is great. And then, whilst we're talking about sort of geographical maps, a few years ago, did you know that TfL produced their own geographical tube map? And that looks like this. It's on the screen now. And again, I will put a link in the description as to where you can get that from. There's one more thing to mention, and that is, this is a plug. This is a blatant plug. I got this sent for free, so I'm just going to mention it. It's the London Underground Architectural and Design Map, and it's really nice. This makes a good gift. I meant to plug this last year. Would have made a perfect Christmas gift, wouldn't it? And now I can't get the darn thing open. Here we go, here we go. So again, there is a link in the description. Ooh, look at this. This is nice. And it's a map which, can you see? Can you see? Hello. Which focuses all on architectural and design features. There's a lot in there about Leslie Green, about Charles Holden, about all the amazing things you can see design-wise across the Underground network. Would make the perfect Christmas gift for December 2018, perhaps. Yeah. Again, there's a link on screen now, or at the very least in the description as to where you should get these from. I can't remember who made them. The nice man. They're £9. They're from Blue Crow Media. Get it. It's awesome. It's really good. You want to get yourself a copy of the architectural design map. That is it, except for to count up the number of stations. I will just do this as a click. Done. I've had a count up. So I issued you the challenge of just see how many stations you can travel to in the space of a year, and then maybe try and do all of them or whatever. Some people took this to an extreme, and I know that by April, I think my friend Roger had done all of the tube stations. I had a father email me about his son the other day. I forget your name, sorry. And they went to not just all the tube stations, but all the tram stops as well, and all the DLR. It was incredible. And a couple of people, I think my friend Chris has made a video about it. I think Andy, certainly Collingwood Stations, who you should all know, has made some videos about it. If you made a video about you visiting all of the tube stations, then put it in the comments below. That would be great. I did 97 out of 270 without trying. If I hadn't been busy visiting all the national railway stations in the whole of Britain in 2017, I probably would have gone to 270. But now that the new tube map is out, I might as well colour it in. You can see me do it. I might as well. I'll start again for 2018. So I went to Tufnell Park, didn't I? Cross him out. And I went to Archway as well, like you saw me do, so that is it. Oh, and I started my journey at Brixton, and then just came back to Brixton. The rules are, remember, see that day I went from Brixton, changed it Euston, went up the Northern Line. Changing it Euston doesn't count, you have to pass through the gate line. So in 2018, so far, I've only passed through 3 gate lines, Brixton, Tufnell Park and Archway. I'll see if I can beat 97 from last year. That's it. Tube map goodness. Happy New Year. Merry 2018-mas. More videos to come. Bye.